First of all, I would like to show my high respect to venerable teacher, participant, and friend. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming along here today. I hope my presentation isn't going to take too long and that you will find interesting. My name is PHEARA. I'm a student BA English Language at Khemara University, and today I'm very excited that teacher Panha provided me to present, and moreover the purpose of present today on topic policy on higher education vision 2030. Now let me begin by explaining that I had like to talk about on the topic. And okay, look at this content. There are 8. 1. Introduction. 2. Vision. 3. Goal. 4. Objective. 5. Strategies. 6. Action plan. 7. Conclusion. And number 8. Reference. Now I move to next slide on 1. Introduction. According to the classical economic, physical capital is the foundation for economic growth, but this globalized economic and the progress of science and technology. Economic growth does not rely solely on physical capital. Knowledge supplement physical capital are the source of present and future wealth and prosperity. As the knowledge becomes the most critical asset, so does higher education. Now move to the next slide. Vision. Vision to build a quality higher education system that develop human resource, and there are 4. First, excellence. Second, knowledge. Third, skill, and the last, moral. And there are 4 points of vision, the policy of higher education vision 2030 that build and the quality of higher education system. Therefore, has excellent knowledge, skill, and moral. Now move to next slide. Okay, goal. So goal to develop a good governance system and higher education mechanism program. The government have the goal, and to build higher education system that develop human resource with excellent knowledge, skill, and moral value in order to work and live within the era of globalization and knowledge-based society. It is the goal for the governance. And move on. Objective. Okay, you can look at the picture. Objective, they have 4 points. First, create a comprehensive. Second, develop relevant curricula. Third, improve quality. And the last, develop a governance. And create a comprehensive, so equality and access program that ensure all qualified students have the opportunity to student at AEIS and complete quality program, and develop relevant curricula that provides students with excellent knowledge and skill that help them to contribute fully to national development, labor market need. And 3, improve quality of learning, teaching, and research system to provide students with knowledge and skill needed in the labor market and contribute to national development. And the last, develop a governance system, mechanism, and policy for higher education with enhance the quality of management and performance of higher education institutions and other relevant institutions. Okay, now move to the next slide. Strategies. Okay, there are 8 strategies of the policy, and the number 1, ensure that the quality students have opportunity to access higher education in respective of their social or economic position. Okay, there are 3 curriculum equitable, and the last expand capacity. And okay, for the strategies, curriculum mean issue that the upper secondary school education and examination system identify students qualified to study in higher education. And equitable mean extend equitable access to higher education for qualified students, include the poor women, remote area, and students with disability through the national scholarship program. And the last, strengthen the capacity of department higher education responsible for delivering and monitoring program that facilitate to entry of the poor women student and student with disability into the Khemara 8E. Okay, now move to next slide. Number 2, ensure that all graduate and equipped with knowledge and skill that allow them to contribute fully to national development in a rapidly changing environment. Okay, and have 2 points: the scholarship program and program in science. And in a scholarship program, create a comprehensive scholarship program to support all qualified but financially obstinate students. For program in science, expand program in science such as technology, in engineering, creative art, and mathematics to meet the national development strategic goal and objective. Okay, now I go to number 3. Ensure that the Cambodian higher education system maximize opportunity for quality students to access to lifelong learning and professional development. Okay, there are 3 points. First, license. Second, build capacity, and the last, develop maximum standard. And license higher education are licensed to operate if they can demonstrate having operate in a fast structure, human resource, finance strength, and management structure to develop plan and internal quality assurance process that ensure higher quality program delivering to students. And build capacity. Build capacity means build higher education to meet a national standard on governance and management based on regional and international guidelines. And the last, develop maximum standard to make a Cambodia undergraduate and postgraduate program comparable with regional with international standard. Okay, next slide. Number 4, ensure that higher education. Okay, AEIS means higher education. Develop a quality assurance system to meet national accreditation standard and allow full participation in the global system of quality higher education. And there are 2 points. Develop plan and promote twinning and exchange arrangement. And develop plan or develop a targeted plan to enhance professional skill for all coordination committee or the Cambodia staff to ensure that the quality assurance process applied to Cambodia higher education are consistent with regional and international standard, and promote twin and exchange arrangement with a foreign university of good standing in order to have improved staff capacity, learning, teaching and research. Okay, move on. Number 5, ensure that academic staff and students, especially postgraduate, contribute to improving the research and development culture in Cambodia to serve national development needs. There are 2 points. Encourage and develop a comprehensive staff, professional and career development scheme. And encourage all higher education and faculty members to develop research and consult service that strengthen and benefit Cambodia culture, identify national skill to need and development priority, and develop a comprehensive staff, professional and career development scheme that encourage excellence in learning, teaching, research and management. And number 6, ensure that all graduates are equipped with knowledge and skill that allow them contribute fully to national development in a rapidly changing environment. And there are 3 points: program development, curriculum of the department, lifelong continued education. Program development. Higher education will ensure that all the program development should include critical thinking, analytical and leadership skill. And curriculum or department higher education will ensure that core and skill development program within the curriculum or our department will include a participant of application with relate market need. And the last, higher education will include credit-based lifelong continued education program among their core offering for both personal and professional development. Okay, now I move next slide. Number 7, ensure that all programs are developed in conjunction with analysis of national training, provision and skill need. And there are 3 points also. First, strengthen planning. Financing, monitoring, review and reporting system in higher education, and develop a plan to improve government and management in the higher education sector. And the last, develop a plan for accreditation of the model university in Cambodia which operate autonomously and with high equality. Okay, move. Now we go to number 7, so that all program developed in conjunction with analysis of the national training provision and skill need. There are 2 points. First, responsibility and management and governance. And responsibility ensure that governing board have responsibility for overall performance of public and private higher education. Reflect the interest of stakeholder and link their higher education to relevant industry and professional and national body and management and governance ensure that the Cambodia higher education system of individual higher education meet regional and international standard. Okay, now move to action plan. There are 3 action plan for organizational structure. There are 3 levels of organizational structure are required. For the Supreme Nation Council of Education and 2 higher education technical working group committee, and the last implementing ministry, agency, institute, parent and student development partner. Okay, there are 3 levels of organizational. Now move to next slide. Action plan. Part 1.1, the Supreme National Council of Education. The Supreme National Council of Education based on Education Law Article 5 and has following responsibility. A propose long-term education policy and strategies aimed at meeting social and economic development need of the royal government. Okay, next we overall assessment of education, technical and professional training carried out in Cambodia. And the last 6 results for education. There are 3 of the Supreme National Council of Education. Now next slide. Okay, 2 Technical Working Group on Higher Education, TWGHE. The TWG has as a primary responsibility the promotion and AI of effectiveness and development partnership in support of achievement of higher education policy. And it the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sport chair in the ETWG. Okay, now next point, next slide. Number 3, implementing ministry and institute. For the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sport, you can see the logo of Ministry Education. And the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sport has the critical role of coordination among relevant ministry, government agency, the private sector, civil society organization, and the last development partner. Move to the next slide. Uh, 3.2 Higher Education Institution. Higher education institution have responsibility as follow. Develop the AEI mission, strategic plan and capacity development plan, and B establish internal quality assurance and mechanism and conduct regular internal staff self assessment of the management and program according to the regulation and guideline provided by the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sport. And submit self-assessment report to ACC for accreditation and strengthen the monitoring system within the AI monitoring framework. Prepare annual process report and submit them to the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sport. And thirdly, participate in the AE annual operational planning and review process. Strengthen financial management and procurement system, and within the DEI assurance the proper use or resource to improve the quality of program effort. And now go to letter F, strengthen financial management and procurement system. So F that system organization and human resource management ensure us capacity to use the authority government under the AEI autonomic and accountability framework. And G build twinning program or network with AEI abroad and collaborate with the private sector. And the last 8, promote research activity. Okay, promote. I have 4 points in here. Promote first lead to increase economic growth, and second support improvement in the quality of teaching and learning. Third, address poverty subject, and the last solve local development issue. Okay, move on to 3.3, the accreditation committee of Cambodia. You can see the logo and the name. Therefore, establish and implement the progress of higher education accreditation system, and coordinate with the relevant ministry in the development and implementation of accreditation system, and conduct external assessment of the performance of higher education again maximum standard, and post the result of the external assessment on its website for public or information. And the last, participate as a member of higher education successor or working group. Okay, move on. Parent and student. In here, parent and student, you can see a picture, and parent and student has the right to actively and fully express their concern about higher education in order to improve the quality of the program provision. Okay, now to the next slide. Okay, 3.5, development partner include civil society organization. Development partner include including a civil society organization, provide technical and financial support for implementation of the 8 strategic plan and action plan. Okay, I move to next slide. Okay, legal framework. The education law provide comprehensive legal provision for the higher education subsector. The implementation of the national policy on higher education on vision for higher education 2030 into action should follow all those legal provisions, include the development of the 8 strategic plan or 8E action plan, role, regulation or participant and implementation policy and production. Okay, move to financial support. You can see the logo. Finance support the develop of the higher education subsector require sufficient financial resource and effective. Okay, there for a strengthen AEI autonomy, accountability and financial management. Okay, system that assure the result for high quality provision on higher education program. The intervention not only increase student enrollment in higher education but increase institutional revenue and product a skill graduate. And B, strengthen research, innovation, capacity and activity. So strengthen research, innovation, capacity and activity that will have a direct effect on the capacity of the graduate on to enter the ever-changing labor market and as well as generate financial resource for the higher education for development partner and private sector. The finding of research and innovation activity will also contribute to economic growth. C, strengthen higher education system in planning. Okay, strengthen higher education system in planning, regulating and supporting higher education development, governance, monitoring and review, or financial management and reporting. Last, build higher education capacity. Build higher education capacity to generate more financial resource for public income, development partner and civil society organization. Therefore, for resource and effective finance support. Move on to capacity development. Effective implementation of policy higher education Vision 2030 require quality human resource in field to leadership and management, teaching and research, planning and data analysis. And continue to the next slide. Okay, project and implementation. The Ministry of Education, Youth and Sport will consult with the Ministry of Economic and Finance to develop higher education investment project within the framework to our the policy on higher education 2030. Okay, it means Ministry of Economic and Finance. Now to the next slide. 4.5 monitoring and innovation to ensure this policy will be successful implemented. It is necessary to have a monitoring and evaluation system that focus on achievement of the first measurable target and strategies in the higher education strategic plan, and the next performance indicator in the higher education strategic plan, and the last result again target. And okay, move on. There it is a conclusion to enable the implementation of the policy on vision for higher education 2030. The Royal Government of Cambodia ensure implementation of following text: establishment of Supreme National Council of Education, establishment of a technical working group, and secretarial approval of the national policy and on vision for higher education 2030, followed by the development of a strategic plan and action plan. Okay, now move to here the reference that I make from it and research from it. Okay, thank you for pay attention. Thank you so much, and the end I had be happy to answer any of your question. If you have question, you can ask me. I will be answer for you. Thank you. Goodbye everyone.